the time where I was sipping lean, I was popping pills, I was doing Molly, shrooms, everything.
Being that young and being in the industry and not knowing where to turn, and everyone, telling me they love me and, just turn their back on you in a second. So yeah, it's hard because I want her to know that, she can count on me.
Get it? So you see some guys struggling with that. You see Bieber struggling with that. You see some of these guys struggling with that.
They can't get it out of their head. They can't get it out of their head. The things that they did, no matter how they did it, whether they were drunk or high or whatever, you gave up your man card. You need therapy. And that's the thing that hurts them the most, and so they end up...
As multiple lawsuits and federal investigations continue to build around Sean Diddy Combs, the ripple effects are reverberating throughout the entertainment industry. What was once whispered behind closed doors has now exploded into full public view, and every old photo, video, and affiliation tied to Diddy is being dragged into the spotlight for the allegations against him, ranging from sexual assault and trafficking to corporate misconduct, have prompted not only a legal firestorm but also a cultural reckoning. And as the layers of this unfolding saga are peeled back, people once closely associated with the music mogul are being pulled into the conversation, whether they've spoken publicly or not. One of the most high-profile names being re-examined in this context is Justin Bieber. The pop star, who rose to international fame as a teenager, was introduced to Diddy through Usher, who himself helped mentor Justin during his early career. At the time, the connection seemed like a strategic opportunity, pairing a rising child star with some of the biggest names in music for guidance, exposure, and branding. But now, with Diddy's name increasingly linked to troubling allegations, that early mentorship is being scrutinized in a much different light. Social media users have resurfaced past videos showing Diddy and Bieber interacting when Justin was just a young teen. In some clips, Diddy is seen showering Bieber with attention, gifting him luxury items, and discussing plans to spend time with him outside of a traditional music environment. These moments, once dismissed as harmless celebrity mentorship or eccentric showbiz behavior, are now being dissected frame by frame by internet investigators. Context is everything, and what once passed as flashy mentorship now feels unsettling. Too many viewers, especially amid the backdrop of serious accusations against Diddy. It's important to clarify that Justin Bieber has not made any public allegations against Diddy. There is no official record of wrongdoing or abuse linked to their relationship. However, that hasn't stopped the speculation from spiraling online. Fans and critics alike are asking difficult questions about what kind of influence Diddy had on Justin during his most formative years, and whether some of the personal struggles Bieber faced later in life could have roots in industry dynamics that were, at best, exploitative, and at worst, predatory. Adding to the intrigue is the connection between Justin and Selena Gomez, his longtime on-and-off romantic partner. While Selena has not spoken publicly about Diddy or the allegations surrounding him, her name has surfaced repeatedly in social media discourse. Some online commentators have speculated without evidence about what she may have witnessed during her time with Justin and whether she might ever speak out. These discussions are often fueled by a mix of genuine concern, internet conspiracy, and the public's fascination with Selena's transformation into a more private, self-protective figure in recent years. It's easy to see how these connections can become a tangled web of speculation. Justin Bieber, Selena Gomez, Usher, and Diddy were all major players in overlapping music and entertainment circles for more than a decade. Throw in past relationships, shared industry events, and years of archived footage, and suddenly, the internet believes it's found a smoking gun every time someone appears in the same frame. But as compelling as the narrative may be, it's crucial to distinguish between verified fact and viral theory. This moment isn't just about gossip, it's about how the culture confronts abuse of power. Diddy's case has opened the floodgates, prompting fans to reevaluate the entertainment industry's treatment of young stars, especially those who enter the spotlight as children. Justin Bieber's story is well documented. His meteoric rise, his struggles with fame, mental health issues, and his attempts at redemption and healing. Whether or not Diddy played a negative role in his early career is something only Justin can ultimately confirm. But the broader conversation that children in entertainment often lack the protection and guidance they need remains urgent. Moreover, it highlights how the legacy of powerful figures like Diddy doesn't exist in a vacuum. When someone accumulates decades of unchecked influence, the impact can ripple far beyond their direct actions. If even a portion of the allegations against him prove to be true, the industry will be forced to reckon not just with his behavior, but with the systems that allowed it to go unchallenged for so long. That includes examining who turned a blind eye, who benefited from proximity, and who, knowingly or not, got caught in the crossfire. As this case develops, we're likely to see more names surface, some as witnesses, some as victims, others simply as part of the cultural ecosystem that revolved around Diddy's empire. In this atmosphere, social media becomes both a tool for awareness and a minefield for misinformation. Viral threads, old interview clips, and heavily edited videos often blur the line between accountability and sensationalism. And for individuals like Justin and Selena, who are already under a microscope due to their fame being adjacent to such a high-profile scandal, comes with real emotional and reputational risks. For the public, the challenge is to stay grounded in truth. Not every resurfaced video is proof of wrongdoing. Not every silent celebrity is hiding a secret. And not every online theory deserves traction. In an age where clout and clicks often drive the conversation, it's more important than ever to approach these stories with both compassion and critical thinking. At the same time, survivors and whistleblowers must be heard. As more people step forward in Diddy's case, the industry must provide space for real accountability, not just public shaming or canceled appearances, but structural changes that protect young artists and dismantle the power imbalances that make abuse possible. If Justin Bieber, or anyone else connected to this story, chooses to speak, it should be on their terms, with the full weight of their truth respected. Until then, the public will continue to speculate, investigate, and scroll through history in search of answers. And while curiosity is natural, we must remember that real lives are impacted by what we choose to believe and share. This isn't just about celebrity drama, it's about the responsibility we all carry in the age of information overload. Because when power, fame, and silence collide, the truth often arrives slowly, but it always leaves a lasting mark. Such serious and deeply personal matters, be yours so, and then when you get 18, you X the house, get the mansion. Okay, I get mansion. Yeah, from the video you can clearly see Justin was confused and nervous as to why Diddy was so interested in him and willing to spend that much money on him for no reason. It's unclear what exactly Diddy did to Justin during this link-up, but to hang out with him again and actively try to avoid him. He stopped calling Diddy for advice, and would sometimes even turn down invites. Told some industry parties if he knew Diddy was going to be there, but Diddy somehow managed to find him again. And Hugh was questioning him on why he stopped at hanging out with him. Justin was so scared that he started stuttering and shaking. Mind you, Justin was still underage at the time, so the fact that though was this scared around a grown man. Ivory telling back, "Different huh, ya want been calling me and hanging out the way we used to hang out? Well, I mean you haven't. I mean you try to get in contact with me, through all my business, partners, on whatnot, but you never really got my number. So my number, yeah, but it doesn't stop there, because word on the street is that after did he touch Justin, he tossed him over to other men in the industry to have him as their personal twink, and one of those people is, allegedly, Odell Beckham. Apparently their relationship was going on while Hua still with Selena, and there's even a video that went viral not too long ago of him seemingly giving Odell fellatio at a party while Trey Songz stood in the way. To be on the lookout. Some people tried to defend Justin by claiming he was taking that white powder, but others insisted that he was giving Odell fatgok. His lips were visibly wet in the video, and you could see how frightened Ed was when he raised his head. Unrealized someone was recording, and then there was this other video of Diddy Anthe game giving Justin multiple drinks at a party, even though he looked visibly faded. Someone posted the video and see the video of P. Diddy and the game giving Justin Bieber drinks is going viral. People believe Justin was on multiple times at this party. To make matters even worse, Jaguar Wright later appeared in a heated interview with the popular YouTube blogger Storm Monroe, and she confirmed that Justin had indeed been played with by Diddy and a bunch of other people in the industry. She even brought up the video of him in Odell and said he was taking no white powder.
And I lived with Sean Puffy Combs for a year.
That's the crazy thing. Now, that was L.A. Reid's idea, right? We're sending you over to something called Puffy Flavor Camp.
There you go.
To learn
Flavor Camp.
Yeah,
Flavor
that's
Camp.
what it was called. And you're going to go to Puff Daddy's. He's going
In the 90s, do you understand what that's like?
Puffy's place was like just filled with chicks and Gene, like nonstop, right?
No, not really. I got a chance to see some things.
Yeah, but you were 13. What were you
I
seeing?
went there to see the lifestyle.
Right.
And I saw it. And it was, but I don't know if I could indulge and understand what I was even looking at. It was pretty wild. It was,
So nobody. your parents
Jodeci,
were
Mary J.
okay?
Blige. They didn't know nothing about this.
Oh.
I was having a good time. You know what I mean?
Does he have you doing any chores? Are you doing dishes at all? I mean, to keep you humble somewhat? Or are you just like, can you stay up till 4 a.m. with them and party?
I mean, I could. I actually stayed up longer than them.
Would you ever send your kid to puffy camp?
Hell no.
He was apparently sucking the soul out off Odell No fluid that Justin Bieber was wiping away from his mouth when he browed his face up from Odell Beckham's groan. In a club, people believe all this experience Justin had with Diddy just make him a substance addict. It actually turned him out and made him start experimenting with men. Even one was with Selena, and now that he's currently with Hailey, people started. 1. Fact-checked legal overview, public record only. I can provide a clear, neutral summary of the current status of public lawsuits or investigations involving Sean Diddy Combs, or any celebrity you name. A timeline of events strictly based on credible reporting from legal filings and reputable news outlets, for example AP, NYT, BBC, etc. Closing parenthesis. No speculation. No anonymous accusations. Just what's been confirmed. 2. Media and industry analysis want to explore how the entertainment industry has historically handled allegations of abuse, failed or succeeded in protecting young artists, used NDAs and PR to suppress or reframe scandals. We can tackle those deeper issues using real case studies, Harvey Weinstein, Kesha and Dr. Luke, etc., and socio-cultural context without dragging in unsupported rumors. 3. Commentary on verified interviews or someone like Justin Bieber or Selena Gomez has spoken in a published interview, Rolling Stone, GQ, etc. I can break that down. What they actually said, how it connects to broader industry pressures, what fans and media may be misinterpreting or projecting for narrative reframing. Ethically done. Want to create content, video, podcast, article that addresses the conversation without exploiting it. We can focus on the psychology of internet speculation, the danger of assigning guilt by association, how parasocial relationships skew our judgment of public figures,